Hey, I've got an idea. How about we just ask each other this? What responsibilities do you feel like I've solely put on you that you aren't comfortable with? That's it. We can both ask each other that. And if you're not willing to ask that, if you don't care to ask that, then there's no point in continuing in this relationship, right? I mean, why are you in a relationship where you don't care whether the other person feels neglected or taken for granted? Men, we realize that if you don't show up to your job enough times, you get fired. If you stop doing the tasks that are assigned to you, you get fired. Your marriage is the same way. Your marriage is a job. It's a responsibility, and it's a privilege. It's not a guarantee. It's built and maintained on trust and intimacy and respect and friendship and consideration. And I'm not saying she should hold all the power. I'm saying in great relationships, like the ones that actually make it, power isn't an issue. Do you know when there's power struggles? When there's no trust or respect. And when you ignore mutual responsibilities and tasks around the house, when you simply just leave the dishes in the sink, when you just forget about cooking or cleaning or laundry or the hundreds of other things that go along with raising kids and having a house together, when you essentially force your partner to be the emotional and physical manager of the home simply because you don't want to be bothered with those tasks, I'm just telling you that not only breaks down trust and connection, but it breaks down her desire for you sexually. It's a massive turnoff because in her mind, she didn't sign up to be your parent. She didn't sign up to be your maid. She didn't sign up for an emotionally lazy or unintentionally neglectful partner. Does she have work to do? Of course she does. And I talk about that stuff. But why as men do we always default to pointing the finger back at them? I mean, you can't change some things? You can't entertain some habits without her going first? I thought you wanted to be a leader. I thought you wanted to be an example of what maturity looked like. And don't get me wrong, I think it's awesome that when it comes to mowing or fixing things or pressure washing the driveway or working on the cars or going to work, you're on top of that stuff. I love that you do those things. The only problem, you would do all of those even if she wasn't around, right? If you guys divorced, you would be doing all those things as well as making your own food and doing your dishes and doing your laundry. Those would be your tasks anyways now. So start doing them now, and 1, your relationship will improve, 2, your wife will feel valued and considered and prioritized. That's what we call a win-win. And if you say, well, that's not fair because if I left, she would have to do that stuff too. And you're right. And sometimes even though it hurts her to think about this, she wishes you were gone because she's tired of wanting to rely on you and consistently being reminded that you don't care. Part of her wish is that she didn't have to feel the pain of wishing you were dependable with her most basic consideration needs, like washing a freaking dish in the sink. You know what makes a great relationship? Both partners taking accountability for their side of the street and being devoted to growth and maturity in the relationship. Are you doing that, or are you just pointing fingers? Are you just blaming them? Are you just avoiding talking about how your partner's actually feeling about this relationship? Because I personally know where those paths lead. Do you?